Hi dear students, are you curious to know more about our solar system? Yeah, I know. So let's start with today's session. But before starting, let us have a quick recap on our first session. Till now, we have learnt about celestial bodies, sun, stars, constellation, zodiac signs, planets, and our Earth and Moon. In today's session, we will learn more about our solar system. In Rome, Sun was considered as God. Not only in Rome, but in most of the civilization, Sun was called God, as life on Earth is possible due to the Sun. In Roman, Sun was called Sol God, S-O-L, Sol God, from which the word is derived solar. Everything around Sun is a part of its system, so it is called solar system. Sun, planets, their satellites, asteroids and meteoroids together make a solar system or solar family. Now, as we are studying about our solar system, let's start with the Sun. It is the center of our solar system. All the planets revolve around the Sun on their orbits. It is made up of very hot gases. Sun has a pulling force due to which it pulls the planets revolve and they revolve around it in a fixed path, that is their orbit. Sun is the ultimate source of heat and light for the solar system. Despite the nearest star, it is 150 million kilometers away from Earth. Light being fastest in nature, that is, it travels 3 lakhs kilometer per second, but it takes 8 minutes to reach Earth from Sun. So Sun being tremendous hot, we don't feel the heat so much. As earlier told, Sun God was called Sol in Roman mythology. Images there on the slide. Let us learn about planets. Though Pluto is no more considered as planet, still we will learn about it. There are 9 planets in our solar system. If we start naming the planet from the nearest, the first planet is Mercury, then Venus, then Earth, then Mars. These 4 planets are the nearest from Sun and are made up of soil. They are solid. Between these 4 planets and Jupiter, we will find a belt of asteroids and meteoroids. When we move ahead these belts, we will find Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. These 4 are gaseous planets made up of gas, and even they are bigger in size. But considered to the earlier 4 planets, these are very far. And the last is Pluto. Basically, so far the Sun looks like a small star from it, and as Sun's heat cannot reach Pluto, it is made up of ice. It is a very small planet. All the planets move on their fixed path, that is called their orbit. This path rarely changes its fixed path. The path is elliptical, that is little elongated. Mercury is the nearest of all the planets, so it faces lot of heat from Sun. So it is too hot and its surface is dry, and so life is not possible on it. First of all, Mercury is closer to Sun, so it completes the round around the sun in short period, and also as it is near, the gravitational force is more, which pulls Mercury and it rotates faster around it, and so it takes only 28 days to take one round of the sun. First Mercury, then Venus, and then third is Earth. Earth takes 365 days to revolve around the sun, and Mercury takes 88 days. Pluto is the farthest, and it takes 248 years to revolve around the sun. I will tell you the fun part of Pluto is that it was discovered around 100 years ago. That means it has not even completed one round around the sun since it was discovered. Venus is considered as Earth's twin as it has similar properties like Earth. Its size and shape is very similar to the Earth. Now let's learn about our planet, the Earth. It is third nearest planet from the sun. First Mercury, second Venus, and third is Earth. Size wise, if we compare Earth, it stands fifth in number. First is Jupiter and fifth is Earth. Our Earth is not exactly sphere. It is little flattened at both the poles. Look at the image below. Due to the flattened shape at both the north and south pole, it becomes little ellipsoid shape. This shape is also called as geoid or Earth-like shape. Our Earth is neither too hot nor too cold, so existence of life is very much possible on it. The planets, those are before Earth, in terms of being nearer to sun, are so hot that life is not possible on them, and planets that are farther than Earth from sun are too cold for life to exist. Our Earth is exactly placed where there is neither too hot nor too cold. It also has water and air different, which is essential for living. So Earth is a unique planet in solar system. Next topic is Moon. It is a very interesting topic. Our Earth has only one thing revolving around it, and that is our Moon. If you look at the size of the Moon is quarter than the size of our Earth. Example, if diameter of our Earth is 4 meters, then the diameter of the Moon is 1 meter. Look at the image given below. Though it is so small, Moon appears big because it is nearer than any other celestial body. Moon takes round of the Earth. To complete one round, it takes around 27 days, and the period it takes to spin around itself. That is why only one side of the Moon is visible to us. It does not have favorable conditions for life. It does not have water and air. And yes, as the syllabus is made before some time and scientists invent something every time, some time back it was discovered that there is water on Moon. So learn as per the books, but keep in mind things keep on revolving in the world which is not yet added in the textbook. There are mountains, plains, depressions on Moon surface. Look at the given image below. Depression means pit. They cast shadow on Moon, which we can see. Next topic is asteroids. It is fascinating to know asteroids are numerous tiny bodies which form belt between Mars and Jupiter. These are tiny bodies which form belts between Mars and Jupiter. The asteroids to revolve around the Sun. The largest asteroid is Ceres. When scientists studied these asteroids, they concluded that these asteroids resemble some planets. Scientists think some planet exploded long year back and broke into pieces, and so the same pieces revolve around the Sun. Now we will learn about meteoroids. What are meteoroids? They are small rocks revolving around Sun. These small rocks which come from somewhere and revolve around the Sun and go back during this process, they come closer to the planets. They are revolving on their fixed path, and the gravitational force of the planets pull them towards themselves. So they fall towards the planets. These meteoroids tend to fall on Earth, but when they come in contact with the air, they get heated and burn due to the friction between them and the air. It causes flash of light. Refer the given image in the video. Sometimes it happens that some rocks are small, so it burns completely and only ash falls on the surface of the earth. But sometimes the rock is big and burns half and falls on the surface. As it falls with the force, it makes a big pit or hole. The last topic of the chapter is galaxy and the universe. A big system with billions of stars, clouds of dust and gases is called a galaxy. Our solar system is a part of Akashganga, also called as Milky Way. Do remember the name Akashganga and Milky Way. The image is given below. Crores of galaxies together make a universe. It is very difficult to imagine how big universe is. Scientists are still studying more and more about it. Fact is, we are able to see only 5% of the part of the universe, and we know that much only. 95% is not visible only. This was the first chapter, but I would like to tell you the fun part too, that all planets revolve around the sun. It is not that it's a plain flat surface and planets are revolving. In actual, whole of our solar system is moving forward and planets are moving forward along with the revolution. This flow is called helical pattern. Helical means spiral. Can refer the image in the video. I hope you have enjoyed the video with explanation and referral videos and understood the chapter 2. We will write question and answers in the next session. Till then, bye. See you.